You've got to have respect. If someone's got the guts to get in the ring and fight in the ring, they need respect. You've got to respect them, whoever they are. I mean, you want to beat them. I mean, I've always said it wasn't so much winning, but I didn't want to be beaten. This was the thing, I let people come to see me, friends had come to see me, I had a lot of people in the crowd, and I didn't want to be beaten and shown up in front of them. So this makes you
more determined to
that
win.
much ever. You want to put on a show for them, like. And this is what it was really. You're a performer, aren't you? You're doing something. And so it's your duty to go out there and fight the best you can and do the best you can. And all of you want to be boxers, do you? You don't? You want to be a writer?
Already am.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're just right for it as well. You're nice and tall for your weight, aren't you?
I'm going to junior ABAs next year.
Are you? Good.
Have you ever been title champion for boxing?
No, I haven't. When the last fight I had was an eliminated box for the lightweight championship, and that was when I had the accident. I stopped. But while I was boxing, I boxed with all the champions. I used to spar with them in the gyms. There was a gym, Jack Solomon's. He was the biggest promoter. He ran all the boxing in England at that time. He had a big gym up in Piccadilly. And I used to train there, and the champions used to come there. Billy Thompson and American champions would come over, Filipino champions. And I used to get the job of sparring. In fact, I used to earn more money sometimes sparring with these champions than I did when I was in the ring. But I knew the boxers in those days, I suppose I knew all of them. As I say, it was a long time ago now.
Do you miss boxing? And if you had the chance,
Oh,
would you
yeah.
go back to it?
Yeah, I wish I'd never stopped. I mean, I had this, my eyes were getting cut and people were saying, like, you know, you can't keep on with getting your eyes cut, because I never lost any fights until I started getting my eyes cut. And so I retired when I had this blackout, but I always wished I'd come back, and I started training again and got my boxing license back again to boxing. But I was married then, and wife was worried, and I didn't do it. But I do regret never carrying on boxing, because I still think I could have been world champion. I still think nobody could have beat me. And this is how you have to feel when you get in the ring. You have to feel like you're good enough to beat anybody. Never be frightened of anybody. It's just the two of you, so you don't have to be frightened of anyone.
Just getting in the ring, that's another.
If you've got the guts to get in the ring at the start, you've got to fight halfway.
What was, I might have missed it because you might have said it when I was out of the room, but what did it feel like when you first went into the ring? Like, because someone said to me that everything just went quiet for them, even though it was
Oh, it does, you don't really hear much. Once you get in the ring, you've got your job to do. And as I say, I think I've been lucky because a lot of people have said to me since that they used to be nervous getting into the ring. I wasn't. I wanted to get into the ring. And once I was in there, I felt different. When I was outside, I might have been a bit... Though, even then it wasn't. I was a bit peculiar, I suppose, really. I never used to watch the fights before I boxed. I used to sit in the dressing room and read a book.
Would you ever study it?
I used to read Charles Dickens, I still do, but I used to sit in there and read a book, and then they'd come in, then they'd come and bandage my hands up and things. I'd still read, then they'd come in and say, you're on next, and put the gloves on, like that, and have the fight, and that would be it. And I very likely wouldn't watch much after. It was just something I'd like to do, and it was something I could do. It's finding something you can do, isn't it? Something that you're good at, that you can be known for. Maybe it's your ego. You know, I mean, everybody's got an ego, and something to be proud of what you can do. This is it.
Would you ever study like opponent that you're boxing, like how he moves, or how?
I never can't compliment that.
Like, would you ever study your opponent?
Would I study? No, I didn't, to be honest. A lot of the times I didn't even know I was boxing. In fact, I'd be working and someone would come up and tell me who I was boxing. They'd say, well, you're boxing next Tuesday and you're boxing so-and-so. They'd read it on a bill somewhere. But all my manager has told me is you're boxing next week, and to me that was good enough. I mean, my father used to watch, because he managed boxers as well, he used to watch them and would know things, and he might tell me, like, you know, he's used a right hand ball fighting against him, or he's a southpaw. You know, he would say what they were. But I mean, a couple of times I've gone out to fight, and I've gone back to the corner at the end of the round, and Dad said to me about he being a southpaw, and I haven't even noticed he's a southpaw. I've just gone out and boxed my way and accepted the way he is, and taken the fight that way, you know.
Did you ever want to do other sorts of fighting styles and that, like martial arts?
Did I?
Did you ever want to do different things other than boxing?
No. No, I liked tennis. I used to play tennis, and I found tennis was the hardest game ever. I used to feel, I mean, I was training and I was fit, but I'd go and play tennis and I weren't running about and using muscles you didn't use at other times. I used to feel whacked after playing tennis. To me, tennis was the hardest game there was, you know. But I liked individual things. I wasn't never much good playing in the team. I didn't like to have to rely on other people, and I didn't want other people to rely on me. You know, I didn't want to let anybody down. If I let anybody down when I was in the ring, it was just myself I was letting down, not someone else. But no, I didn't. There's no other sport I would like to have done.